let us know how we need to find the equivalent resistance in a series connection and in a parallel connection. Okay, first let us know the formula for series connection. Okay, so R equivalent is nothing but the total resistance in a circuit. Okay, when a circuit is in this way, when the circuit is in this way, okay, R1, R2, R3, these are connected in series. So we need to find the total resistance. If we want to find the total resistance, such resistance is called as equivalent resistance. Our resistance is equivalent. That is equal to sum of all the resistors, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is derived from Ohm's law. Okay, and next here the I will be same and potential difference will be V1 plus V2 plus V3. ఇక్కడ ఈ 3 రెసిస్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి 3 రాశాను. ఎన్ని నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రెసిస్టర్స్ ఉంటే అన్ని పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ వస్తాయి. బట్ వేరాస్ ఇన్ parallel connection, in parallel connection the total resistance, that is R equivalent is R equivalent can be represented as 1 by R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus so on. అలా ఎన్ని ఉంటే అన్ని 1 by Rn. Okay, ఎన్ని ఉంటే అన్ని. If there are two resistors, what will be R equivalent? R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now 1 by R equivalent is equal to, now cross multiply this, R2 into 1 is R2 plus R1 into 1 is R1 by product of these two denominators, R1, R2. But the thing is, we don't need this reciprocal of R equivalent. మనకి R equal 1 by R equivalent మనకు అవసరం లేదు. మనకి ఏం కావాలి? we need R equivalent. R equivalent అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? we need to reciprocal both sides. Okay, reverse it. R equivalent equal to, first denominator will be written as numerator and this has been written as denominator. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2, that is R equivalent value if two resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, these are the formulas which we use now. First let us know, let us do some of the problems based on finding the R equivalent values, that's all, and then we'll move on to finding potential difference, finding the current and finding the individual currents and finding the individual potential difference. Okay, now next let me explain you a simple example. First of all, first let us start problem with parallel connection and then we'll move on to series connection. So if a diagram is in this way, if a circuit diagram is in this way, see these three resistors are connected with potential difference V. Okay, now let me say as this is 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm and this is 3 ohms. Okay, ohm is nothing but the unit of resistance. Okay, this resistor is having 1 ohm of resistance, this resistor is having 2 ohms of resistance and this resistor is having 3 ohms of resistance. All these three are connected in parallel to a potential difference, to a battery with potential difference V. Okay, now we need to find R equivalent value, that is equivalent resistance of from this circuit. Okay, if we want to find R equivalent, now what is the formula? 1 by R equivalent is equal to, say the formula, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Why we need so on? Only 3 resistors are there, right? So 3 resistance. So 1 by R equivalent is equal to, what is R1 value? 1 ohm. Next, what is R2 value? 2. R3 value 3. Okay, now take the LCM of these 3 numbers. Take the LCM, or else if you want to avoid LCM, first solve these 2. Okay, or else these 2. any of the, okay. So first let us take an LCM. 1 2 3 1 2 3 LCM తీసుకోవాలనుకో. 1 already ఉంది, we don't need. So 1 1s are 3s are, and again 3 1 1 1 2 3s are 6. So 6 is the LCM. In one table, how many times does 6 multiplied? 6 times. So 6 ones are 6 plus. In 2 table, how many times does 6 multiplied? 3 times. 1 into 3, 3 plus. In 3 table, how many times does 6 multiplied? How many times? 2 times. That is 1 into 2, 2. So now 1 by R equivalent is equal to 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 2, 11. So 11 by 6, 11 by 6. So this is the value of 1 by R equivalent, but we need R equivalent value. So most of them will be doing a blunder mistake that they will be finding till here and they will be leaving off, but that is not correct one. So R equivalent must be reciprocal, 1 by R equivalent must be reciprocal after getting the answer. So R equivalent will be 6 by 11 ohms. If you want to find it in the decimal form, 0.60 5 times, and again 5 will be left over. Already we placed point over here, let us keep 0, and next 44 4 times, 6 will be left over, again 5, so on it will be 5 4 5 4 it will be. So let us take it as 0.54. This can be written as 0.54 ohms. Done. So therefore the R equivalent of the given circuit is 0.54 ohms. Okay. In this way, if they asked to find R equivalent value for a parallel connection, you need to solve in this way. Okay. And next, if they asked in series connection, this will be, you will be answering very easily because just adding off. Now this is 1 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 10 ohms. Okay. So now what is R equivalent formula for series connection? R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. 4 resistors are there, that's why we are taking till R4. Now R equivalent is equal to, what is R1 value? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 10. R equivalent equal to 16 ohms. So this is the R equivalent. See, for series connection it is very easier to find the equivalent resistance, but for the parallel connection you need to be careful while doing the LCM and also while doing the reciprocal. Okay, this is all about the common basic problems to find the R equivalent when it is connected in parallel and series. Okay. So, till now we have discussed when resistors are connected in series, we found the R equivalent, and parallel lo unnappudu R equivalent find chestam. When both type of combinations unnappudu kuda R equivalent find chestam. But this is one of the another model in the electric current problems, that is 3 resistors R1, 4 ohms and 8 ohms are connected in series. If the R equivalent is 30 ohms, then find R1. Okay. మనకి R1, R2, R3. R1 value is unknown. R1 ఇవ్వలేదు. We need to find R1. R2 ఇచ్చాడు 4 ohms. R3 ఇచ్చాడు 8 ohms. R equivalent ఇచ్చాడు 30. మనం ఇందాక ఏం చేసాం? R1 is given, R2 is given, R3 is given. So we found the value of R equivalent. But now R equivalent is given and other 2 resistors are given. But the last resistance from among these 3 resistors, one of the resistance is not given. ఇప్పుడు unknown resistance ని find చేయాలి. So we know that given R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series. Is it? So all the 3 resistors are connected in series. If resistors are connected in series, what is the formula? R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 So R equivalent value we know already. What is that? 30 is equal to R1 we don't know. Place it like same as like that. R2 is 4 and R3 is 8. Now 30 is equal to R1 plus 4 plus 8 is 12. We need the unknown value, that is R1 value. But with that an extra term is there, that is 12. We need to transpose to other side. Here it is plus 12. If we transpose to other side, minus 12. So R1 is equal to already 30 is existing over here. And if we transpose this side, minus 12. Now what it is? R1 is equal to 18 ohms. Now let us find unknown resistance when resistors are connected in parallel. In previous sum we have discussed, like we found the unknown resistance when resistors are connected in series. Now we will be finding when these are connected in parallel. Okay. So R1 and 12 ohms are connected in given. This is given. Okay. Are connected in parallel. So what will be the formula when these are connected in parallel? 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Anything more? No, right? Only 2 resistors given. So that's why R1 and R2 is taken. So 1 by R equivalent value is already given, 3 ohms, equal to 1 by R1 is unknown, 1 by R2 is 12 ohms. Okay. Now here ohms we don't need, just write down only the number. See, what do we need to do here is, మనకు కావాల్సింది ఇది కదా, దీంతో పాటు ఇది ఒక టర్మ్ ఉంది, దీన్ని ఇట్ సైడ్ తెచ్చేసుకోండి. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? 1 by R1 is equal to ఆల్రెడీ 1 by 3 ఇట్ సైడ్ ఉంది, ఈ ప్లస్ 1 by 12 ఇటు వస్తే minus 1 by 12. What is LCM among these? 12 will be the LCM because రెండు సేమ్ టేబుల్లో ఉంటాయి. 3 టేబుల్లో 3 ఉంటుంది, 3 టేబుల్లో 12 ఉంటుంది. Which is the larger among these? 12. అది కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. 1 by R1 is equal to 12 is LCM. 3 టేబుల్లో 12 ఎన్ని times? 4 times. So 1 into 4 is 4 minus 12 టేబుల్లో 12 ఎన్ని times? 1 time. So 1 into 1 is 1. So 1 by R1 is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3 by 12. So R1 is equal to 12 by 3. So 3 ones are 3 fours. R1 is equal to 4 ohms. 4 ohms. R1 is equal to 4 ohms. So the unknown resistance is 4 ohms. ఎప్పుడైతే 4 ohms 12 ohms రెసిస్టర్ parallel కనెక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు R equivalent 3 ohms అవుతుంది. ఓకే, చలో till